sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved. Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. On first down, Elliott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Elliott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet. Ever in the midst of worrying about man coverage? How about the play there, breaking that pass up? Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Elliott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982. And that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were. 982 and counting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They get to it for a loss of 4. And it brings up third down on the sack. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Play action. Now it's Tua. That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And a completion to Wilson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far, because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Elliott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
His throw incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Elliott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Elliott. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Elliott completes it to Norwood. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Elliott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a throw right sideline is complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Elliott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion left, Hardman. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down to run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jets. Nico Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Elliott. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Ready, break.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Solo left Zion.
Tua to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Elliott. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Achane gets it from the gun. Down to the 25. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Norwood's got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Elliott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holloway. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cut 19.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Let's go.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
60 by 6. Hey.
Back to throw. Elliott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tua going to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that in-line.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Cougar 19. Trap 50, trap 50.
Throwing on first down. Elliott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Elliott. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Elliott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they'll give this to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Give to Hall running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Hey, 21 TX. 20 TX. Let's go. I'm all over.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check it.
Back to throw. Elliott. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mustang 19.
On first down, Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the return will stop right around the 25. down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall. Runs through the contact. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And man, he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Elliott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better.